Good afternoon. My name is Ned Eldridge, and I'm the CEO of eLoop LLC, and also the founder and majority shareholder. eLoop is in the environmental services business. We are in a collection of electronic equipment at end of life, and there's really two sides of that type of business. One, we recycle electronics that are beyond reuse, and then the other side of our business is we refurbish and resell a lot of assets in a secondary market. So for the last 17 years, we've been involved in trying to capture the right activity in this market and be able to differentiate ourselves with providing a level of service. Okay, one of the areas that we find to be really exhausting right now is the processing of flat panel televisions. If you look at how many flat panel televisions are out there in the market, imagine your household, imagine your population in your general area, and then add about 10 to 20%. Because everybody has TVs, they've got laptops, they got tablets, they got phones. Okay, all this equipment ends up at an end-of-life stage, and most of it does not get processed through an electronic recycler, and it ends up in landfills. So what we're trying to do is divert that material and recycle it all. As you can see, we have a big issue with the tech advancement because most people are still turned on by the greatest TV to watch the best game and have the greatest HD experience. So a lot of these TVs never make it to end of life. They're no longer being used. And they have a shelf life of about 5 to 7 years. So after that, these TVs start rolling in. So if you look at the market we're trying to serve in State College, Pennsylvania, okay, we're gonna have a market that's gonna allow us to basically capture 21% of the nation's population, and through a group of about 50 recyclers that we've been in touch with, we're looking to bring their equipment to State College. So the key things that we're trying to do is get involved with disassembly. Right now, it might take a manual process of running screw guns, different types of tools to break this stuff apart. But through the ingenuity of Matt Travers and his team at Carnegie Mellon, we've come up with a way to actually destroy the fasteners and break those things apart. Now, the nice thing about the robots we're developing is they work all the time. So as we pace our volume, right now we're processing about 400,000 pounds a month in our State College facility. As we bring in our next wave of robots, we expect to get up to close to 1 million pounds a month. Even at that level, we're only going to satisfy less than 5% of the market share in that general area. If you take a 300-mile radius from State College, you cover all of New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, all the way through West Virginia, back through Ohio, and you've got a rather major population base. So our benefits are we're going to be able to have a number of valuable materials. Traditionally, out of a TV, you're going to get steel, you're going to get aluminum, you're going to get circuit boards, and you're going to get plastics. Right now, we're studying plastics to make sure that we have a good downstream for all of the engineered plastics, and we're working diligently to make sure we have good buyers for that product. The other area we're getting into, which is the biorecovery. If you can imagine when you look at that TV and you see that black screen, as soon as you disassemble it, it's a glass sandwich. Inside that glass sandwich is a paste. The paste in an LCD TV is going to be indium tin oxide. The paste inside an LED TV is indium gallium nitride. And through a second partner of ours, we're in the process of being able to scrape that material and create a pure indium and a pure gallium. Now, these are only our first two puzzles because we're working on flat panel TVs. But as we get into other electronics and build other robotic equipment that's going to serve that industry, we believe we're going to get into more rare earth recovery and things like that. The benefit we have in the market today is that we're the low-cost provider. If you look at the team, you can see we've got talent. Matt Travers, my partner, is here today. Scott Thayer, and then you've got the manager in State College, Vic Patel, and also Mike Ritchie.
So is your operating plan to be a vertically integrated e-waste recycler and then seller of distributed parts, or do you plan to sell your robots to already existing e-waste facilities?
We have an opportunity to try to see if we can scale the business. Right now there's major consolidation going on in the whole electronic recycling industry. There's a lot of money coming into the industry and consolidating different ITAD partners. ITAD partners are the ones in reuse. And there are also some entities that are interested in the recycling side. So right now we see an option to go in either direction. We believe we're going to be able to build equipment and sell equipment to other recyclers around the United States, but also build out our own platform so we can cover more than just flat panel TVs.
How do you manage the complexity of training your robots on a wide variety of different types of panels?
I think what we have found so far is that when we're dealing with fasteners, it's one of those situations where we're able to collect data about the make and model of the TV, and it identifies where all those outer screws are on the back panel, and it goes through, and we're not unscrewing them, we're punching them out. So we get speed out of the destruction. There's virtually nothing wrong with breaking the parts because they're going to get recycled anyway. When it comes to the steps downstream from there where you've got to sort and handle the materials, we do that at an electronic recycling center level anyway. But we believe we've got two avenues to go there. Thank you. Okay.